Guys, I'm going to show you the 5 things I wrote down on my whiteboard before my CCNA exam began. Yes, you are allowed to write on it before you press start. So let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Neil. I passed my CCNA about 2 months ago, around November time, without any previous IT background. Okay, I just want to get into it, so let's cut to the chase and let's get to number 1 and number 2. This is the most important one. If you could only write one thing down, then this would be it. It would be the subnetting, magic numbers, and powers of 2. So if you haven't watched Practical Networking's video about subnetting, you should watch it after this one. Trust me, it will make your life easier. And if I remember correctly, I don't think Jeremy taught subnetting this way. First of all, I was taught how to subnet using my fingers, which look like this. So all you need to remember is the figures here: 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. Down here, to get these values, it's 128 plus 64 is 192, 192 plus 32 is 224, 224 plus 16 is 240, so on and so forth. This is kind of similar to what Practical Networking taught, but my teacher actually added the powers of 2, and I also added the CIDRs just so it makes it faster when you're reading or during the exam. This is what it looks like basically when I was writing it down on my laminated paper. I believe on my exam I got a few laminated papers, so I didn't need to erase anything, but from what I've read on forums like Reddit, some people only got like a small sheet or just one sheet, so they had to keep erasing stuff. But this is basically what it looks like. So we've got these values right here. The top values 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, which are all on this row here, and then this one is the values down below. So these are my CIDRs. So we got /25 on this column, /26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Then if we go back, we got /17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It just makes it so simple. So if you're looking for what is the subnet mask for /18, so it'll be, you go here, where's my /18, you just go to your column, you'll see it here. So it will be 255.255.192.0. You get asked what's the subnet mask for /30, so you'll go to this column here, so it's going to be 255.255.255.252. I've got a sample question for you guys here. So it says, what valid host range of 172.31.110.146/28 a part of? So if we just use my fingers here, so you can see this is /25, /26, /27, /28. So our increment here, or we use the top values, which is 16. If we use the table, a simple shortcut, /28 is over here, and then you just go down, you see the value of 16. So basically it's 172.31.110.0, and then you add the 16 plus 16, 32, until you find where 146 fits. But to make it easier, so you don't have to go through all the way here, 16 times 10 is 160, right? But that is still, you're not going to see 146 and 160. That's too much. But if we take away 16 from 160, we get 144. So we basically solved the question here. So the answer is, it will be 159, and then the valid host range for this. Guys, if you do not know if you can't solve a subnetting question in less than 60 seconds, 90 seconds, I do not recommend you to take the exam. So I have another question here for you. Design a subnet mask for 192.168.5.0 network. You want 30 subnets with up to 4 hosts. What subnet mask should you use? So our network requirement for this question is 30. And then the next step is we have to look at the values of the top values of our fingers, or if you are looking at the table, these values right here, the 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, and 1. Which of these values fit into 30? So in our case, 128 doesn't, 64 doesn't, 32 doesn't, 16 does. So once you find that number, you stop right there and count from the right side. So that will be our bits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna write here bits equals 5. And then the new formula for the new subnet mask is, I'm just gonna put new subnet mask equals old subnet mask plus bits. So for this question, the old subnet mask for 192 is 24. So it's going to be 24 plus 5 equals /29. Okay, so /29 is correct in this case. Like, I know it is correct, but I just want to double check that it is correct. So we're just going to solve the host requirement. So in our question, we have a 4 hosts requirement. So we go back to the values of our top fingers here. So does 8 fit in 4? It doesn't. Does 4 fit in 4? Yes. So we stop right here and then count from the right side. That'll be 1, 2, 3. So our bits in this case is equal to 3. And the value to look, and the formula for this is equal to 32 minus bits, which is in our case 3. That would also be /29. And now for sure, since these both match, now for sure it's correct. So again, just want to run through it. The question is, you want 30 subnets with up to 4 hosts. What subnet mask should you use? So our network requirement is 30. We go back to our top values here. Does 128 fit in the 30? Nope. Does 64? Nope. 32? Nope. 16? Yes. So stop right here. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then just remember this formula. It's old subnet mask plus bits. So that's 24 because 192 /24 plus 5. Where did we get the 5 from? It's from counting from here. So 1, let's use this table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 24 plus 5 is /29. And for the host requirement, we got 4 hosts. And then the bits is, we got it from these values here. Does 128 fit to 4? Nope. 64? Nope. 32? Nope. 16? Nope. 8? Too high still. 4? Yep. Perfect. So the bits 1, 2, 3, or you can count from the right. 1, 2, 3. Bits is equal to 3. That's 30. The formula is 32 minus 3 is equal to 29, which is /29. So again, I hope that I explained that okay. But if you want me to make a separate video, just let me know in the comments down below. Okay, let's go to our next one here, our number 3, which is the concept of longest match. So it is the criteria of a router uses to decide where to send the traffic, and it has to be in this specific order. So we go from prefix length, AD, and metric. So let's say you're given a routing table which has an ospf route, there's a static route, EIGRP, manually configured, directly connected. Then you will get asked which of these routes will R1 or whatever router, it will ask you to pick which route will be placed on the routing table. This is why you need to understand the concept of longest match and why you need to write it down. Let's go to number 4, which is the mnemonic of Syslog levels. So we got emergency, alert, critical, error, warning, notice, informational, debug. I don't really remember the mnemonics that I got from Jeremy, or I think it was someone from the comments, but feel free to make something up. I literally just memorized everything word by word, and I wrote it down on my laminated sheets. So that's it. Number 5 would be the OSI and TCP IP. I've got no slides here to show you because I think it's a given, but I really think you should just write it down, because most of the courses, they teach the TCP IP or the OSI model at the beginning of the course, and if you're not really doing Anki, or you're not doing spaced repetition, you kind of forget it. So I think it's important to just write it down so it's there handy for you. Yeah, that's about it. If you think the subnetting my way was helpful to you, if you let me know in the comments below that you'd like me to make a quick video about it, I would happily do that for you. Thanks for watching.